Anyways, man, it's your boy, Mr. Boundary 2, the Boundary Bandit. Boundary a day keeps the baddies away, but ready to play. I won't lie, the shading's kind of mad, but hey, if you've been around long enough, you wouldn't be surprised to see me out at night. The first ever banger on this channel was at night, so we had to take it back to when real shit was happening. But yeah, um, I won't even lie, it's been a good 3, 4 months. I won't try and come up with like a bunch of excuses. There's generally good reasons, but there's no good reasons for not showing up. You know what I mean? Like, there's no good reason. Because I was thinking about it, I was having a conversation. I was having this conversation before I started recording. Because I was contemplating should I record, and then I started having the conversation. But now, like, the good points of that conversation are gone. So now it's this. But I'm a loop y'all in. I'm a loop y'all in. I'm gonna try my best. Cause I was there and I was chatting. I was like, nah, there's no excuse for being absent, regardless of like the whole nah, I wasn't in the right space, da 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 da. Cause presence is a part of who you are, like as a person in a sense. And sometimes, 24 hours is a long time. Sometimes you can't show up in that 24 hours for the arts, the love, the game. But I feel like if you is this a lady? Nah, this ain't our car. If you get like a chance to wake up, I feel like it's a chance that like you are given to show presence. And I hate that I can't remember the point that I made. Because I made like a genuinely good point. I made a good point. I said the only excuse to being absent is that being present was never a part of who you are. Let me repeat that. The only excuse for being absent, or the only reason, for me personally, this is my point of view, but being the philosopher I am, there's a point of view for everyone. Being present, the only good excuse for being absent is that being present is not a part of who you are, whether it's for the arts, for the love, for the game. Let me land. Peep game login. If you do do arts, do love friendships, relationships, that whole category, do game, books, money, what. If it's not inherently a part of who you are and how you see yourself, there'll be a good reason for your absence. You'll have to find it because it's gonna make sense. But if it's a part of who you are, you know which okay now. There's 24 hours in a day. I sleep a good 5 hours. That's 20 hours. Out of that 20 hours, 30 minutes to an hour will not kill me. Matter of fact, I will volunteer it. Matter of fact, I do have the chance to show the game, to show the love, to show the arts that I'm really about it. And that's one thing that I struggled with, or I battled with these last 3, 4 months of disappearances. Because it was really like, man, in the beginning, it sounds good. In the beginning, it was great. In the middle, even when I disappeared, I was still like talking to myself, but it was like whipping the camera out was an obstacle. I don't know why, but it was like an obstacle because I didn't really think that like I'm gonna whip the camera out, chat, bro. I, I don't know why. As people, we all doubt our greatness. It's part of life. I'm not special in any which way from anyone that is special, and that's a oof. But that's half of it, though. I'm not special in any which way to someone that is special. That's half. My brain can't come up with the other half of that. But if I had to get like the other half, oof, be a banger statement. But yeah, man. The identity issue of like showing up for the love of the game. That was also one thing. Because in the beginning, it's like I'm hyped. And then started dropping, started learning other skills, started learning which now you can piece together a vlog, started vlogging, started feeling weird which now I have a camera out, and it's like nah, let me just put the camera away. Oh, that's a good shot. Nah, let me just tuck the camera away. Things like shame. Things like shame. Can't be shame in love, the arts or the game. That's like a major lesson I learned. Like you gotta be shameless about it. Because shame is really just you judging yourself or you trying to be yourself. And that's kind of fucked up. Because why are you limiting yourself? Why are you limiting the impact you can have on others when you have the opportunity every day to fully feel yourself? It's a bit mad. It's a bit mad. Bit selfish too. Bit arrogant as well. But yeah, it was that. And then another thing that's been on my mind, or that's like been on the back of my head for like the last 3, 4, like ever since I last dropped, what's been happening is like I've been kind of obsessing about being present after the performance. Like, like the whole performance. Not in the sense that like life is a performance. Like, you wake up, you learn how to walk, you learn that's a new trick. Then from there, you learn how to ride a bicycle, that's a new trick. And you start showing the people those tricks. And then so and so and so and so. Now you are 20, you have a degree, you can talk to women, you have girls, drink alcohol. These are all just like tricks that you add to your belt, and it's like, you know what I mean? And then but yeah, back to the performance, it was like, damn, I hope the video don't stop. Nah, I'ma just leave it there. I'ma just tilt my ear. Just tilt my ear. Yeah, it's like being present after the performance, because like getting on the stage, getting ready to get on the stage, when you wake up in the morning, whatever your morning routine is, that's easy. Anybody can do that. Um, Getting on the stage, greeting the people, playing your character, anybody can do that. Getting your flowers for being who you are, anybody can do that. Walking off the stage, packing your things up on some good day at work, honest day, about to go home. Whoever walks you home. Whether it be, they can walk you home via conversation, via talk, via texting, via real sharing, but it's walking home is walking home. And then there's that last little hug for those that get kisses is a kiss. For those that get good nights, it's a good night. I fall in all four categories. What? I fall in all four categories. What? Yeah, but we back. But yeah, but the real thing that I'm trying to be present is like after that. Like when you're just there in your room, you've got undressed, you hopped out the shower, just there in your bed, and it's like that last deep breath of like, that's been where I'm trying to, or I've been struggling or exploring. I don't know, you can't struggle at something you don't know. So I guess I'd say I've been exploring that. And I've just been seeing the impact that it has had on my own life. And it's generally wonderful. Like, those little moments where love seeps in when you think you don't deserve shit, or you ain't shit, or you just a piece of shit, or you should kill yourself. That's why, like, people that kill themselves, I used to have like a little grudge on something. Nah, they selfish. But it's like, hey, man, I get it. I get it. Because once you get into like that little loop of like negativity, like you can generally build yourself like a triple story mansion, throw a pearl white pool, patio, grass green grass lawn, have a little Mexican depressive. Why do the gardener come mow it every week? And it's generally nice. Like it's a pleasurable experience, just that the consequences of it are bad. Like it's generally a high. Like once you get into like that negative loop, one of the best highs you'll ever get in life. Cause like the whole being positive, that thing is the most tedious job ever. It's genuinely tedious. Like that little, nah, get in front of the mirror, tell yourself, nah, you the man, you the women, you look good today, you look good, you feel good, you are loved, love comes to me, man. That's the most tedious 10 minutes ever. It's honest work, but hey man, that thing is tedious. It's boring. Don't make no sense. But the impact, yeah, nah. The impact is generally good. I don't know how the fuck we ended up talking about this. Oh, and I was talking about. Oh, that brings me back to the original thing, which was I've been obsessing on travel being present after the performance, because that's where presence really means the most. Because if everybody's there for you and I'm there for you, you can see Kutona, they were there for me, come. But being able to undress, whether it's your traumas, and just be fully naked and have someone be there, be present for you, that's a different type of presence. And it lasts longer. It lasts longer. Like you don't gotta do it every day. You don't gotta do it every day. You can probably just like have that moment like once, and that thing will keep you going for like the next 4 or 5 months. Unlike, I could love bomb you every day, and the only way it works is that I do it every day. If I skip a day, it won't work, and that's not healthy in a sense. The person that's doing it and the person that's receiving it. But we all got traumas. We all got little mix match, man. We all got those little things. So I guess that also makes sense. But I feel like it's part of me working on myself, like understanding healthy emotions that, you don't gotta feel love every day if you know that you are loved. And that's where like the presence after the performance comes in. Those little moments where you think you ain't shit and then you remember a memory that was made when you're having the worst day of your life. Someone did something sweet for you. And that generally keeps you going. So that's where I've been at. That and like posting and doing that, posting, trying to be, not being, oh no, that's a beautiful star right there. It's been blinking. So yeah, those are the two main ideas or main themes of the last 4 months. That and a whole bunch of bullocks, bunch of whole story times, bunch of there's always a lot going. Like it's me. There's always a lot going, but I feel like that's been the highlight of my life. And also trying not to like think clearly and thoroughly, and being able to let my just to think but not think at the same time. Like when you think, but it's like, I'm not thinking in terms of not like there with the reins on some, okay, now we're gonna think about that moment that we had today. Then we're gonna think about this. It's just more of a riding the wave of like, okay, nah, these thoughts are thoughting. Because the thoughts do be thoughting. Also the thoughts too, they also be thoughting. There's a whole lot of thoughts that be thoughting. Like there's a whole lot of thoughts outside that people don't be thinking. But they are thoughts nonetheless. So that's another thing. But that being said, feels great to be back. My heart is soft now. My heart is soft. I feel happy. I feel like I've done honest work. And yeah, I guess that's what it feels like when you actually do some real shit. But yeah, now anyways, Mr. Pound really was back. Gonna drop again and again and again. And if I leave, just know I'm gonna be back because I can never leave. But yeah, love all y'all. To those that gonna be watching right off the rip, love you guys the most. Everybody else that gonna catch on, they gonna do all that. But it's Mr. Boundrito, and we back. But we gonna leave to let you dissect, accept, and eat some of this knowledge. Bon appetit. Oh, kind of the niggas that gonna watch this. Fuck you, boy.